Hey guys, I was gonna do a way more professional setup, but I am slightly too lazy to. Hey guys, this is Dylan. I'm gonna be talking to you about Van Gogh. I'm currently doing research on Van Gogh for this, and I find it interesting how, and I'm just gonna read this sentence. It's off Britannica. It's simple, but the notion that his unorthodox talent was recognized and rejected by society heightens the legend, as it is just that sort of isolation and struggle that has come to define the modern concept of the artist. If that doesn't speak monuments about the perspective of artists today, I don't know what does. We look at Van Gogh, right? This tormented, self-mutilating, poor, constantly breaking down artist, and we look at him as the pride and joy of post-impressionism, of some of the most classic artists, right? And we shouldn't look at him like that. Like, yes, he's a fantastic painter, he's wonderful, but we shouldn't recognize him for his suffering. We should recognize him for what he was trying to say in his work, which is he was trying to paint the appreciation of the moment. Hey guys, it's me again. So you're probably going to notice I have a lot of close changes in this. It's because I never figure out exactly what to say about it. I did my research. I really kind of gave this my all, but I just didn't know how to, sort of concisely put it together because there was a lot I wanted to talk about. So, probably gonna see this outfit today as well. But yeah, this is the transition for the transition. I ended up walking around Montmartre, where Van Gogh stayed during his time in Paris with his brother Theo, and I wanted to walk where he walked and look where he painted. And I really, really do see the beauty of why he chose to live there, whether it was just by accident or whether he just, that was his choice. I can see why. Montmartre is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful part of Paris. And I highly encourage anybody who is visiting Paris for the first time to immediately go there, because it's unlike a lot of the places in Paris. I wanted to get an appreciation for why he painted in that area, and it makes me a little sad to walk through that area because it's so beautiful, yet Van Gogh was going through such a hard time. He was dealing with alcoholism, malnutrition, just overall this self-destructive behavior. And I know what that's like in a way. I remember freshman year of college, I was really going through it. I just got over a breakup. On top of that, I was in a city where I didn't know anybody. Didn't know if I wanted to pursue film because everybody was better at it than me. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. It was my first time away from home, and I felt myself spiraling all the time. I would lash out my emotions at people. I would get into these depressive episodes. I used my friends as therapists, and that wasn't okay. And finally, I took an experimental video class where I was able to make a experimental short film about my depression using a song by my favorite band, The National, and that really, really helped. It was the first time I was able to kind of express what I was going through, and this is a clip from it.
Can I stay here? I can't sleep on the floor. Paint the blood and hang the palms on the door. Do not think I'm going places anymore. Wanna see the sun come up above New York. walk out, but I won't. In my mind I'm in your arms. I wish someone take my place. Can't face heaven on heaven face. No one's careful all the time. If you lose me, I'm gonna die.
So around this point in the video, you're probably seeing the footage from Auvers-sur-Oise, and I realized I accidentally deleted the video that I was going to put at the end of it, which was me at Van Gogh's gravesite, telling him some final words, getting a little emotional, and just saying a nice message to end the video, and sort of a message to him as an artist. And so I said something like this. To all the suffering artists, to all those going through trauma, to all those who feel like they will never have anybody understand their situation, or to anybody going through a difficult mental period, I am sorry. I am so sorry. And know that there are people here who care, and that your emotions are valid, and that there are resources where you can get help. I will be linking some of those resources down below. Specifically, this will be for French and American audiences, just because that's sort of the link here, but if there are other links that I can provide, I will provide them. And know that you're not alone. And I mean that in the most sincere way possible. I still have bouts of depression. I still have these emotional whiplashes, right? I have trauma re-arise, and it can make life really difficult. But it's important to know that it does get better, or it gets manageable, at least. And I think that should be spread more aware. And know that people love you, your emotions are valid, and that you matter. Anyways, thank you for this. See you around. Signing off.
She's a creeper.